Hey guys, what's going on? Doing a game review because I haven't done one in a really long time. No gameplay footage or anything like this, anything like that. This is gonna be like a really just me talking and telling if I like the game or whatever. That game is the game that I've been playing probably the most lately. It's SSX for the PlayStation 2. This is the predecessor to SSX Tricky. I would be reviewing that, but the copy that I bought from GameStop doesn't even freaking work. So I'll have to go back into there and get a new copy or a refund or something. But I don't have the receipt anymore, so they'll probably be like, nah, fuck you. So, but anyway, so for those of you who don't know, this is a snowboarding game, as you can tell by the cover. You get like, I think it's like 4 or 5 characters to start, but as you progress through the World Circuit Tour thing, you will unlock more. So that's the incentive to play through the World Circuit. And there's 8 different mountains and stuff to to play through. Again, you unlock them as you go along. So you start with one, and if you beat that, then you move on. It's not rocket science. So you start with the when you get to a race, and there's also a single race, obviously. But when you get to a race, you start in the semifinals, and you have to get in the top 3 for that, and then same thing for the, I guess, or would be quarterfinals, then semifinals, then the finals, and you have to finish in the top 3, to move on to the next round. And then obviously, and then in the finals, you have to finish in the top 3 to move to unlock the next mountain to go on. And pretty much whatever place you finish in the finals, you unlock a certain type of trick moves. There's different gear you can unlock, shirts, snowboards, and different characters. And each time, that gives a lot of replay value to always finish in first place or whatever, finish in second place to unlock everything. So yeah, I mean, so that's the point of playing the game. And you can also unlock tricks, which tricks are usually with the you use the shoulder buttons in combination. So it's like L1 does something, R1, and you can do combos and stuff. And the more combos that you do, the higher score that you get, and the more boost you get. Like it's like just turbo or whatever. Sorry, I just downloaded a UFC pay-per-view. So that was that ping. I don't even know if you guys heard it, but so yeah, it's not a really realistic snowboarding game, but the tricks are just like insane. I mean, when sometimes you'll fall off a mountain and or you'll go for a trick, like a backflip and land on your back. I mean, it would just kill anyone if it was real. But it's more of like an arcadey type of what's it called, like game. The bad parts, the controls are a little sometimes. The tricks are fine, whatever. And another thing, actually I'll get to it after. I like to play with the analog, so you can use the D-pad too, but I think the analog is better. But sometimes it's just too sensitive. That if you tap it to the left, he flies to the left, and he flies to the right, and vice versa, whatever. So that's one thing I don't like. It's sometimes just hard to get control of your guy. But I mean, I don't know. I don't snowboard. Maybe that's how it is in snowboarding. The camera sometimes is really just ass. The thing that I'm on now, I'm on the 3rd mountain. I guess I'm halfway through it, but I don't have to finish the game to review a game like this. But so I'm on the 3rd mountain. I forget what it's called, and there's this part where you have to jump across a gap onto this bridge, and I never make it. I don't even know if it's possible to make. I don't know, the computer doesn't have a problem, but I can't do it. So I have to go under the bridge and all this stuff, and when you turn, you just slam into the wall. And then of course, you're facing one way. It's a snowboard, you'd think he'd just be able to turn his head around and move forward, but now you have to do a whole U-turn. and the camera just messes up, and it just drives me crazy every single time. But you know, other than that, the camera works well. And then the difficulty is what like bothers me sometimes. I will finish in first in the quarterfinals and the semifinals, and then sixth in the finals. Like the degree of increased difficulty is just ridiculous sometimes. I mean, like, if I'm dominating the first two races or like heats, whatever they're called, I should be able to fare well in the sixth. But it's like they're just new boarders, and like they're just amazing. Like they're all Olympic gold medalists who decided, you know, that they're not going to do well in the first two races, but you know, the last one that's when they turn it on, which is kind of annoying, and it takes you by surprise. And it will take you, I think, I mean, it takes me, maybe I just suck. It takes me a few times to get through the races. You're not gonna breeze through this game, I don't think, which is good, because I mean, when it came out, I'm sure it was like $50. I mean, I got it for a whole $4, but yeah. So that's about it. It's a really good game. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would probably give it a 7.8, 8 maybe, just 8. I'll go with an 8, just because there's some stuff. It's aged okay, but I personally think SSX Tricky is better. The graphics are better, the soundtrack is better, the moves are cooler, but gotta love GameStop, my copy does not work. So that's about it. Thanks again for everybody, 200 subscribers. Hopefully more people subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.